హలో హాయ్ ఒక చైల్డ్ ఆర్టిస్ట్గా కెరియర్ స్టార్ట్ చేసి బాయ్ నెక్స్ట్ డోర్ రొమాంటిక్ హీరోగా అలాగే థ్రిల్లర్స్ సైంటిఫిక్ సోషో ఫ్యాంటసీస్ దెన్ బయోపిక్స్ యాక్షన్ డ్రామాస్ ఒకటి కాదు రకరకాల జాన్రాస్ అండ్ ఈవెన్ కామెడీ అబ్బా అది చెప్పక్కర్లేదు హీస్ కామెడీ టైమింగ్ ఈజ్ ఫెంటాస్టిక్ అండ్ సో టుడే వీఆర్ టాకింగ్ టు దిస్ వెరీ న్యాచురల్ అండ్ ఎఫర్ట్లెస్ యాక్టర్ Jiiva on my channel, Prema The Journalist. Hi, Jiiva.
Oh, man. How are you? It's a pleasure
We
being
all
here.
love you, Jiiva.
Hey, thank you so
With
much.
just
Thank
one
you so
film, you knocked us all.
much. I mean,
The
that's
entire Telugu audience, they love you so much.
ఎందుకో ఏమో.
Just ఎందుకో ఏమో.
ఎందుకో ఏమో. గజ్జి బిజీగా. I just actually, I'm pretty overwhelmed. So I just get a lot of messages and tweets whenever it is live on Ma TV especially. So I'm very glad that Telugu audience have always been very supportive to me.
But just tell me one thing. It's just one film, and that too it's a dubbed film. And you, as you're saying, it's a song. It's been 13 years now that the film released.
Yeah.
Still, you are so fresh in the hearts of the Telugu audience.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel whenever you get this thought in your mind?
Thank God they didn't see my other Tamil films which they got released. So I'm glad that I'm in a good note. I think Rangam is a film where I marked a good image of me, and I think I have done films which is after I think I did 83 also. So I guess I got a lot of appreciation from the Telugu audience. So I'm very glad that Rangam was my last Telugu film.
Now Yatra too.
Yatra too. So the moment I got this offer, so I never thought that I would do such a big film. And so always a lot of Telugu friends of mine and a lot of my dad's friends, so they always tell me, why don't you do a straight film? So we have our mega super good films, and so we recently did a film with Godfather with Chiranjeevi Garu. So people keep asking me, why don't you do films? And then I said, I think the right tone, the right tinge, and the right film has to, the right script. So because I didn't want it to deviate, and also the language barrier I had. Now, the moment I got this offer, I really thought it's okay if there is a language barrier, we will learn the language. So it took me last 2 months. I was vigorously, working on Telugu, and they put me on to Telugu teacher and all that stuff. So they're starting from E. I said, bro, if this is going to be the process, it will take me 1.5 years to finish this film. So I said, please give me the dialogue. So as an actor, I even Tamil dialogues or English dialogues, it's as tough as Telugu dialogues only. Yeah. But though we know the language, so the natural reaction comes in Tamil and partially in English. But Telugu, I have to really understand. So I said, I asked Mahi, please give me the dialogues. I said, no, Jiiva, we'll improvise. And they said, Baba, I'm not that kind of an actor like how you are thinking, where he will improvise it on the spot. I can improvise expressions and basic emotions, but not an entire dialogue. And this is a film which is, the dialogues are very important, because your Yatra 1 had so much of good dialogues, and Yatra 2, the moment when he was trying to, we agreed and we heard the script, and I loved the narration, what he told me. And then we went into a detailed discussion of storytelling and dialogues reading. So whenever Jagan Garu's character, he tries to talk a lot, I said, Jagan Garu, please don't talk so much. I'm going to have a lot of problem. So I just tried to make, I took it lighter. But the moment we got the dialogues and we practiced for month and a half, and so thanks to Karthik, which is Mahi sir's AD, and he was completely dedicated to me, and he had to every move, every dialogue, and I took my space, and I had my space, and he channelized. So Karthik channelized the way, and he told me the history about, and And it was such a pleasure to go through this complete process of learning Telugu and also learning the dialogue. So yeah, the moment I understood the whole dialogues and
Yeah.
so I just had to enact it in front, and I think some magic happened.
See, as an actor, such kind of characters will obviously, will give you excitement, something new. Because I know you for sure. You've tried all sorts of genres, and so you've done a biopic, but this is a political biopic. Though it's not completely political, it has an emotional stint to it.
Yeah.
But still, just
Thanks
tell
for
me.
saying that, because every interview I go, so why are you doing a political film? I try to tell them, no, this is not a political film.
Yeah.
This is an emotional drama. So every time Mahi says, with Tandri Koduku and that promise.
Yeah.
So that's what it's his first ever time when he told me about the script. This was the first word which came out of this first sentence which came out. So, Jiiva, this film is nothing about a son and father and a promise. So, I was very moved, and the moment he told me that, and then I related with a lot of films like Devar Magan, which was done by Shivaji Ganeshan sir and Kamal sir. So, like veteran actors acted in that films, and the moment he told me. It's going to be like Godfather 2. So I was like, so I completely deleted the political thing out of the thing, and I just knew what, like, if you see Steve Jobs' film, it was directed by Danny Boyle. So a lot of press meets and we had. So it's about that 4 presentations what he made in his life, which was Mac Office and the first Mac Apple thing, and the iPod and the iPhone and the so I think he had some 3 to 4 greatest presentations in the world which turned the whole world. So the film, the Steve Jobs film, which was directed by Danny Boyle, the story was only before the presentation and after the presentation. So even we want to keep that in mind.
Only an incident which is projected.
Yeah. So when you've seen a lot of political things, like, there's some. So what at that point of time, what was happening at home?
Right. But just tell me, as a person, as an actor, see, normally when you select a role, obviously you as an actor, I'm sure you will look yourself in that role. Otherwise, you would not accept a character, right? So, but this character is a little dicey. Like, it is a character of a politician, a chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, and a person who's had that grit to, go there, be there. And you seeing yourself in that character is one thing. And then identifying yourself with the character is another thing.
The moment they told me a son, a father, and a promise, so I'm very close to my father. And my father is a legend of himself in his own expertise.
Very true.
So, as we have almost nearing 98, 99 films of super good films, thing, because we have done a lot of Tamil films, a lot of Telugu films. My dad has produced films with like Venkatesh Garu, like Chiranjeevi Garu, Venkatesh Garu, Nagarjuna Garu. So I think you name all the heroes, and with Ramcharan, and I think so. All the heroes we've done films, and I think that's the kind of relationship even Jagan Garu and YS Shekhar Reddy Garu would have. That's what every business person, everybody has an empire on their own, and so I would relate with my dad in that sense with a lot of thing, because it's about the same empire which he has built, like Super Good Films, Mega. So it's about the legacy, and I think we relate to it, and
But when actually this character came to you, did you just for a second look yourself in the mirror and said, "Do I look like him?"
I can look like anyone. That's what it's about, your mind, how you feel, and that's what actor's job. Because before this, I did 83, and I asked the same question: do I look like Krishnamachari Srikanth sir? So do I look like Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu? So I'm having the same question all the time. So then I realized I get a lot of message. Anna, I look like you. Anna, I look like you. Anna, I look like you.
Okay.
My mom says that I look like you.
Yeah,
And even if you see a famous director, Lokesh Kanagaraj, even I think our last conversation was that, Jiiva, there's a lot of people tell me that I look like you. So when I do a biopic of Lokesh Kanagaraj also, I think
I think
I
you
might
Lokesh
look like you. So I guess it's about how you do that makeup, and how we align to it, and there is a very thin line between mimicking and enacting and putting. So you have to bring your artist in you. So more than the actor, the star, you have to bring the artist in you, like from like which is inside you, and you have to paint it like a beautiful thing when it comes to film. So when we were taking the mannerisms and like the way, so even when I did 83, so when I did this twitching, this one and all that stuff, people were like, how can you do it so fun? So I think it's a, if you give concentration to that practice, like there's a lot of dance. If you see dance, fight, you see any academically which you have to perform on a stage, so that needs a lot of practice. So I think I just, as an actor, not a TikTok actor, but as an actor where I've gone through a basic training with, like if you see the veteran actor Nasser sir. So I did my training under him. So first thing he asked me, you're a producer's son. Like, in what confidence you're coming and acting? That's what he asked me. The first question when he met. So that hit me so hard. So how can he ask me this kind of a question? And what is there for me to, with a producer? Yeah, and all that stuff. And he said, why do you want to be an actor? I said, sir, I want to be an actor, something and all I'm saying. I said, you're not very clear about it. Then sir, you come, what is my next other job? Teaching actors. So I've taught a lot of actors. And so that's what is my job. I said, sir, okay, sir, from tomorrow I'll come. And I casted him in my next film.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so I did Manasanta Nuve in Telugu. From Tamil, I did my remake in Tamil. So the moment I said, okay, he has to be my father character so that he can train me fully. So he gave me so much of exercises, voice practice, voice therapies, and some crazy things he made me do. And he gave me a book called People Watching. It is called Desmond Morris. Like it's written by Desmond Morris. So it's about observing people and what mindset they are in, and what states this. And so that's a beautiful book which I read. And from there, I think I didn't read any books after that. So I think that was so much enough. And then I thought this would really help me out in life. And I think that's what's the techniques which I used for Srikanth sir, and also Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. So I used that proper technique of, some people call it method acting and all. So I really am not into that. I basically I observe a lot of information, and on the day of shoot, I think it just, the blast happens.
When you were actually shooting, I mean, right from the day one till the 59 days, that's what Mahi told me. It's like
51 days actually, to be 51 days.
Less than 60 days.
Yeah.
He's so proud that he's done the film.
Yeah, because he has good actors who don't take time.
I know, exactly. Very true.
One take actor. Actually, literally, we actually had only one take. Not more than one take. Every take was one take. Yes, probably we would have some technical glitch. But every take was one take.
So what was the first day of the shoot like? Where did you do it?
I think my first day was shooting with Sudhakar sir, and he gave me so much of confidence, and that, and also, like, there's a sequence where Sonia ji comes, and we all wait for her appointment in the corridor. So that's the kind of scene. So I mean, even that scene was like, even Jagan Garu was new to politics. So even I was feeling the same way, that I'm new to Telugu industry, and I'm saying the dialogues, I'm saying Telugu dialogues. And so the first day, the moment I saw it in camera, and I had a striking resemblance of Jagan Garu.
Oh, wonderful.
So the moment I said the lights and the way, the angles and the dress and the way they Like, the whole, like not only Mahi sir, also, the designer and the makeup artist, everybody worked so beautifully and obviously Madhi sir and his team. So made me look so good that, the first day I got that confidence, yes, I can pull off Jagan Garu's role.
Wonderful, Jiva. So nice to hear all this.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Just tell me, Jagan's character is something like, it's a very, very strong character. Normally, also, he's a very strong person. Because I have not known any politician other than even Jayalalitha ma'am is there. Other than these people who've got such highs and lows in their life and so turbulent, such a turbulent life, and that too at as young as he was hardly 36 or 35 when his father died, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
I think I have to calculate.
Yes.
Yeah, so from that stage, he's seen like, a turbulent life, a journey. And the 10-year period was even more so. So, getting into his shoes and, emoting all these emotions, I'm sure you must have known the story before and you know what has happened. So, when you were actually doing that, were you having, undercurrent in your subconscious mind, this is me, Jagan Mohan Reddy. So, this is what I feel, this is how I feel. So, did you go through all those emotions while you were doing a particular scene, some of the scenes at least?
You see, yes, I would say they probably in a lot of interviews they've asked me which is the most emotional scene you've done in the film. I said this whole film is an emotional journey and it has so much of it's goosebumps moments. There's a lot of goosebumps moments, but there is also a moment where the character Jagan Garu's character goes to the crash site and he finds a diary. And they, like Mahi sir and Madhi sir, they all set a crazy mood. Like, there's a crash site and they put, there's a song which is called Choudary. So that song actually moved us all. Actually, that's a very emotional song. So that after that, when I was enacting the crash site scene where I find a diary and they put the music also, the song which is composed by Santosh Narayanan. So the moment I put the song and I literally felt, the sounds and the lyrics are like in Telugu, so I could feel that pain of a character, what he would have gone through to see his father's ashes where they couldn't find even the remains, and he could just found a diary, and that's a kind of a trauma that nobody will go through. They put me into that situation, and that affects you as an actor. So actually, after the release, I really want to take a break from all this pressure. I really want to somewhere chill in Goa or Himachal Pradesh after taking, because it's such a big responsibility for me. And I don't know, I should thank God for me to, grateful to him, and that he put me in a beautiful journey where I didn't actually jack up the role. And I guess
imagine you've played the character for 2 months,
Yeah.
or maybe 3-4 months before you've done some
last 6
workshops
months
or
I've been
anything.
yeah.
But just imagine a man who lived the life.
Yes.
That is so very
True.
painful.
I was very moved with the way the journey, and actually when Mahi sir told me the script, he said, Jiva, Yatra 1 is actually a flat story. That's what he told me.
Yeah. No, he was telling earlier when I took his interview that Yatra 1 had an internal conflict.
Yeah,
it was like only within him.
Yeah.
This is like a total proper conflict. Like he has to face so many.
It's so much of drama, so much of
many
emotional
people, so
thing.
much,
So much of people, so much of shift.
Opposition.
Lot of shift, opposition. So that had so much of drama in the film, and the moment he told me the script, I was like really moved, and I said, let's do this.
Okay, all right. Tell me one thing, which was the most challenging thing? Because you told that language is an issue, but still, language is one part. Other part is, you going to Pulivendula and shooting for 22 or 20.
I had no problems in Pulivendula. The only pressure which I had is, please don't take me to Pulivendula first.
Oh.
take me first, finish the interior scenes first, shoot with me for 20-25
to get
days
into the character.
to get into the character straight. Please don't put me into the
but
role,
still,
and I will be very.
later on when you went to Pulivendula, you were among so many people, it's crowds, and you had scenes wherein you need to get onto your car, on the jeep, and talk to people, and then there were public speeches, addresses, and all.
True.
So were you not nervous? Were you not feeling little?
No, that's what
you as actors don't get that opportunity. It's very rare that very rarely you meet some thousands of people and you have to address them.
True. So we had that space, though it was shooting, and that though I already got seasoned for the last 20-25 days of getting appreciated of that you are doing a good job. And the moment in that 20-25 days of good appreciation, I took a 10-day break before going to Pulivendula, and then the moment I went to Pulivendula, I went in half pants only. I like t-shirts and half pants. I said, "Is this the guy who's doing Jagan's role?" Because I was in a hat cap and all that stuff, and I was with the headphones and all that stuff. So the moment I went to took a flight to Kadapa, and from Kadapa I went to Pulivendula, and we stayed in a thing, and so nobody believed that I was the guy who was doing this thing. They thought I would come with a lot of car, jeep and all that stuff. They really thought I would come like Jagan Garu itself. So me and we were asking whether we could get less spicy food. So
they eat a lot of spicy, right?
But then the third day we got adapted. So all the dosas and morning. So So the second, then the shoot day happens. Then I come with the get-up and all that. Then all these old aunties, ladies who are who are like above 70. So they were they had cataract, I guess. So everybody were like, Jagananna. She literally thought I was Jagananna. And he was like, Bidda, Jagan, thank you so much for the pension you gave me. And that's what she was telling it in Telugu.
Okay.
And I have my next door thing. She wants pension. Can you please approve? I said, Mama, I will tell to Jagananna. I said, I don't know. But I'm an actor. No. You are only Jagananna. She pulled me inside and she said, who all wants tea? Because that's the love we get in Pulivendula. And the best part about Pulivendula is I know I was nervous, but it was just the first day I was nervous. But I had that, I got appreciated for the last 20-25 days, and and I saw some footage and all that stuff, so I got a little overconfident. And the moment I saw crowd, the only thing is I've been an actor for the last 20 years, so I've seen a lot of crowds. So the only standard way of greeting the crowd is this way, and I look and in that get-up I was like Jagan Garu, and people literally thought. So every day when I come to the sets, around 9 to the sets for my first shot, I see people clapping. The 5th day, 8th day, and the last day, the 21st day, which we were shooting in Pulivendula, people literally started crying that we will miss you.
So sweet.
We will miss you. That we were very happy for the last 20 days. 1,000 people, 1,500 people used to gather, and we became a household. And we used to call only 300-500 people, but in Pulivendula, some 5,000 people used to come. For the show. So we said, okay, let's go shoot there, so crowd will come. So I'll start.
But just tell me, when you're actually standing in front of the crowd,
so what kind of dialogues you'll say?
Lines,
yeah, I will say.
Obviously, it's a public address, so the dialogues will be big, huge. And sometimes you might feel nervous, because if you stop.
See, it's unless it is speaker. There's a speaker. So if I talk in Tamil also, nobody will know. But I make sure that though it is a mic, I make sure I tell my dialogues.
Telugu?
Kind of, yeah. Chellamma, So some vigorous thought, I'll say, "Ee prapanchaniki inka teliyakapovachu kaani okati gurtu pettukondi nenu YS Jagan." Full claps will come.
Yeah, I'm sure you must have enjoyed.
Yeah, I
shooting of
enjoyed
it.
shooting. I actually have a lot of recordings of it, and I separately, when these guys were actually shooting the film, I was shooting the journey of mine. So I attached a mic to myself, and whatever I blabbered also, it was all recorded. After a point of time, what happened? Telugu dialogues became very easy. I found one technique. I don't know what happened, because you've been all the time in that. So I found one technique. So the moment they came, okay, right, done. We'll do it. So the moment he will say, he'll prompt also sometimes, and then I'll say, no, I will start. So, and that proper Telugu, it was so good to talk.
Yeah.
That had the essence of Sanskrit in it.
And also it was a little Rayalaseema
Sundara Telugu, we
dialect
call
also,
it.
no?
Yeah.
Rayalaseema dialect. You need to even
Rayalaseema.
pick up that
Yeah.
tinge.
Like in Tamil, we call Telugu as a Sundara Telugu. It's such sweet. The people who talk Telugu, they sound naturally very sweet. So that's what we actually say. And I loved learning the language, and I loved enacting for the whole space. And right now, one day, see, in my colony, a lot of Telugu people are there. So I went after one schedule. So after one schedule, and I got invited. Like two Telugu friends are talking, and I'm also in the conversation.
Wow.
So normally I was like, okay, they're talking in Telugu, so I'll just over the phone or something, I'll understand basics. I can understand.
But now, can you speak Telugu now?
See, I can speak. If you let me be here for another 1 month's time, I can 100%. I can 100%
నీకు
understand.
అర్థమవుతుంది మొత్తం.
మొత్తం
I was
అర్థమవుతుంది.
in the impression that you can't understand.
No,
That's what I was
మొత్తం
getting.
అర్థమవుతుంది. ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ ప్రాబ్లం అంతే.
Okay. So Jiiva, tell me, you had a few scenes with Mammootty garu.
Yes.
See, you had this opportunity to act with Rajinikanth garu.
No, I didn't act with Rajinikanth. Mohanlal sir. No, right, Rajinikanth
And not
sir.
even you?
No.
Okay.
That pleasure I've still not got.
Mohanlal garu, you acted.
Yeah.
So now Mammootty's time.
Yes, I've done a lot of multi-starrer films. In that, one of the biggest multi-starrer was working with Mohanlal sir, which we produced our own film. It's called Kirti Chakra. It's a Malayalam film, and then always, it's been some 20 years since 20 years since I acted that film. But I always wanted to act with Mammootty garu also, because and that was always there in my head.
So
and
it happened in Telugu.
It actually happened in Telugu, and for me, through this film, I really happened to work with all the best people. So starting from Mahi, starting from Mahi, Santosh Narayanan, so all this beautiful team, and then icing on the, and playing Jagan Garu's role. And like it's the, like, you know, when you are sitting in a pandi or whatever you call it, so when food is coming, so variety of things are coming for an actor. So for an actor, so every actor would love to be in this kind of a space, playing chief minister, playing, and also acting with a veteran actor. So I think this film has a hype, I'm sure, and we're all blessed to be in this
How
frequency.
many days you had
combination? I think we had some 5 to 6 days combinations, because even with every combination, even with Bharati, the wife character, so even I had maximum 3 to 5 days. So we had 5 days with him, 5 days with them. So yeah, and it was but procession sequences only, that took a lot of time. It took 25-30 days of our time, and the whole unit worked really hard. Thanks to Mahi sir's ADs, who completely worked. Ravi garu, Vidushi, like also Karthik was like completely coordinating, and there are a lot of other ADs. I'm just sorry, I'm missing out on them, and also the cinematographers ADs, and especially Brinda Master, who choreographed this song, and their assistants, their throats have still gone, because they've been screaming, Randi, Jai Jagananna, Randi, and all that, to coordinate so much of things, because this party thing happens naturally. So we have to recreate it, and in that recreating, so again, there was so much of help from Pulivendula.
So when are you meeting Jagan garu?
I'm sure if I would have done a good job, for sure I'll get to meet, I guess. If I don't do a good job, I'm sure I'm not going to be in that space.
But the difference, I'll tell you, when you were shooting 83, you had the opportunity and chance to meet
Couples
Krishnamachari
are,
Srikanth regularly. And you could actually, get to his shoes and, do that performance
So I've
at
been
ease.
seeing
But
Krishnamachari since a kid.
this one is little
Yeah,
different.
it was.
You had the chance only to see his videos and what he's
No,
done and all.
I've
Never had an
never met him, or I've never seen a live procession also. So I've never seen something which is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
So
aware of what is happening in Andhra Pradesh? Do you know about the politics there? Do you know what is happening?
partially. Thank God, if I would have known fully, I think I would have been more conscious to not do this. So I'm so happy that I'm only in the creative spot where. But yeah, I know there's a lot of things happening. So let's see what's happening.
And now I have to tell you, there is an irony here now. You've acted in Rangam, which is also a politically driven kind of film, especially towards the end. There is a dialogue of yours. You say, you have to scrap this article. You should not publish this because people will lose confidence in young politicians and no youngsters will get into politics. So that was your dialogue.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes, absolutely.
And now in this film, you are playing a young politician's character who is like, young politician is when he was 35, he was young.
The youngest politician.
2009 to 2019. When this thing came into your mind, it's such an irony. That film and this film, after 13 years, you're doing something which is again a political backdrop. So did you think any time that, that connection from Rangam to Yatra?
It's weird. Yeah, I know. I think it's like, it's so weird that, I guess it's all the frequencies kind of. Mahi calculated it, and he thought he casted me in that way. So people would connect it with Rangam, and I think everything fell in place.
See, everything, and also on another thing which happened is you and Ajmal played
the opposite roles.
You're a hero and he's an antagonist in Rangam. And now Ajmal is also playing in RGV's.
Yeah, I think he's already did that film, no? This was one part.
No, this is the second one.
Second one. So he's already earlier did. When was that?
2019,
2020. Okay. So actually, I was not aware of that. That Ajmal is doing a role of CM. I was literally, I had no idea that he did a film like this.
Yeah.
And then the moment I signed. And then I get to know there's a thing, and we are staying in the same hotel and we are working out. And he comes back and he said, "Bro, I'm so happy that we are doing the same role together." I said, I'm like, okay.
Initially you thought, okay, Mahi removed me and put him on.
Yeah, I know. I was a little confused. So I was like, bro, yeah, I said, dude, you're doing a different film. I'm doing a different film. I said. And I'm so happy. And he put a full article on Facebook, and that was really sweet. And we clicked pictures. And also he was pretty nervous also, and he was also excited at the same time.
Did you get to taste Ragi Sankati?
Yes, Ragi Sankati. Yes, yeah, we loved it, and I think that's one of the best diets ever I've discovered. With Pulusu and Muddapappu and all that stuff. So I'm like, I think Mahi completely introduced me. What are you having? Only biryani. Come, I will introduce you to all this Ragi Sankati and Pulusu. And then I was like, I think this is my lunch. So this should be my lunch, and it made me very light. Yeah. So normally I have rice and I feel like, when like by 3, when 2:30 we go for my shot, I'm like fully drowsy. But Ragi Sankati makes you super fresh. It's like literally having kind of another completely weird, different version of Korean like vegetarian food. So it doesn't spoil your stomach and makes you very happy. And yeah, I'm actually I went back to Chennai and I'm from Pulivendula and all that stuff. So I started torturing my cook and my assistant. I said, please give me Ragi Sankati. YouTube. I started asking my wife. I started asking, please. And they're literally, and even I was trying to get the Ragi Sankati's best proportion, and because sometimes it gets dry, sometimes, and then we've cracked this deal of putting a lot of ghee in it, and then we got that taste.
Wonderful. You've learned so much.
Yeah. I mean, when you are doing Jagan Mohan Garu's role, So obviously we want to know what he eats also. So we
Are
think.
you having any kind of jitters in your spine?
See,
As I
I'm.
told, it is election time now, and a lot of things are happening there.
See,
Very.
I'm not having jitters for sure. I'm just having overwhelming energy coming in from everywhere because I go down, I go for breakfast, I go for lunch, and I just get recognized. And they are having the eyebrows are going up. You're just appade unnaru and all that stuff. I was like, dude, I cannot take too much of attention also
That's
right
really you
now.
looking like him.
Yeah. Appade untaru. Like
You
even
know
I met a
what? I
writer now.
liked two scenes. One is the scene wherein you tell Nen Vinnanu Nenu Unnanu to that man who's saying that,
I think that's the first dialogue I learnt in
and the other one is you telling that I am Rajashekar Reddy's son.
Yeah.
With that kind of conviction you're telling. You were like exactly looking like Jagan. And I was admiring you. My God, what is this man doing? He's like exactly.
No. See, what I see still, whatever I've seen the bits of in the monitor, and you see, and there's a sequence where I come out of the jail and all that stuff. So that's all come out really, really well. And the real deal is when you see the film, like whatever you've seen in the trailer and thing. You have, like, I got that appreciation, but the real deal is to see the film. So when you see that film, so I think I have worked so much of small nuances, and which I didn't mimic, but I don't know. I really feel very happy to be an artist to paint it on a canvas, and I'm giving too much of build up.
Yeah, it's
But
but before we close, one question, Jiiva. Some people have very distinct mannerisms, and Jagan is one of them. I mean, especially when you look at him, you can easily say with his hand movements, with his body language, with his head nods, he's so distinct, very unique kind of a body language he has. So did you adopt any of those in the film?
Big time. Everything, the thing and the way it is said, the namaste and the smile. For me, I mean, as a script, as a film, all the best part comes. But just imagine I have another actor, or probably Nasser sir, looking at it. Like, okay, what you have done, show me. Okay, so I want to impress my Guruji, or I want to impress the other actors, I want to impress the senior actors that look at the nuances what I've given, and I'm just being very
But
confident.
tell me, what is that one distinct mannerism that you've noticed that nobody noticed? Because you've observed him so much, so many times you saw. What is that you adopted and you put it in your character? Can you tell me that one mannerism?
I think I cannot say that one thing in particular because I saw
these
everything.
Things and all everybody knows. But I'm sure you must have picked up something, one distinct mannerism that you put it in your...
I think when the dialogues and when we speak, and I guess that's the extended version we might get. And I think as if I would have seen him in person, and I guess I would have found that one thing what is not seen by others, but I didn't happen to get to see that. So whatever it is, with my imagination only I have done. And what if he would have been in this situation? There are a lot of mannerisms where you've not seen him tear up. So I think there are some things where in this phase, if I tear up, it might look like Jaganana's tearing up on the day of so I'm just looking forward for that whole thing. So I'm more inclined to what would be Jagan Garu's mom's reaction.
Mom's reaction. Okay.
I am more inclined to that.
At least you get to meet her.
Because
you get to meet her.
No, I didn't get to meet her.
No, you didn't meet anybody in the family.
No, nobody. I have no idea. Like I just know only Mahi.
You should have gone with Mahi.
That's thank God I didn't, because it should. That's what happened to me. I said, please, I don't want to meet him. If I meet him, I don't want to overdo it, and so whatever is done, we have one tension. That what if? So I'm more inclined, and I'm more eager to see Jagan Garu's mom's reaction.
Okay.
And what he has done, and I think that would be the greatest appreciation. And more than I'm sure Jagan Garu is more a practical person. He would say, "What is this?" He would say, "What have you done?"
I'm sure he wouldn't say that.
But let me see.
Yeah.
Like when Krishnamachari Srikanth's role, first thing after the premiere finished, first thing I went and saw, "Sir, how is it, sir?"
What did he say?
He said, நல்லா தானே பண்ணிருக்கேன். You've done good only. Then he looked at me. This is how I do.
Maybe Jagan Garu also will say the same.
I don't know. What have you done, man? Am I like this? I hope I don't get called for the wrong reason.
Oh my God, hilarious. Anyways, so thank you so much,
Thank
Jiiva,
you,
for your
thank you
time.
so
But
much.
before we close, I have short round of rapid fire.
Wow. Yeah.
It is not the regular one.
Yeah.
Who are your all-time favorite politicians? I mean, it's not just about Tamil Nadu. It can be anybody.
From the world.
World, country.
I don't know. This is.
You can tell even from Tamil Nadu also.
Tamil Nadu, yeah. I think Kalaignar Karunanidhi, because he's done 13. He's done a lot of achievements, which last 50 years, he built this place. And obviously, even late Jayalalitha ma'am. So they've all been great pillars. And and also in world leaders, I would like obviously Nelson Mandela.
Oh,
and,
great. Wonderful. Okay. Your most favorite scene while shooting Yatra 2?
Goosebump moments which happens is the
Pramana
Svikar. So I was very moved with that. So not every actor gets to have that kind of a moment. So when the moment I say, yes, so
do you remember the lines?
No, actually no. If I say it right now, it would
be just one line.
No, I don't know. There's one YS. He just says that, and I think we have recreated that. So YS Rajashekar Reddy, and I'm Kodukoni, and I'm the CM for Jagan Mohan Reddy. So you see it in the film.
Great.
No, so why are you? Why are you?
Like, I give it to that.
Yeah.
I give it to that. Okay. Most difficult scene to shoot.
The most difficult scenes to shoot. The whole of Telugu was difficult only, but. The crowd sequences and doing the thing, so that was all really tiring for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, all right. One line about Mammootty.
Megastar, like he's our he's Malayalam megastar.
Okay.
I mean, we have megastar here, Chiranjeevi Garu, but one living legend.
Any one learning from him?
Be cool till when though you're 70, 71, but still you just have the fire still, and you have the grit to work every day. You have the grit to get up in the morning and be in a very scheduled routine and go to gym, eat the right food, and not crib, and just move on in life. So that's one thing.
True.
I got inspired, and I think my dad and Mammootty Garu are both of the same age. So, but I see a great difference of Mammootty Garu being completely, he works out, and actually we are gym mates actually.
He stays so fit.
Yeah, he stays so fit. And I met him in the gym and before the shoot. So I said, sir, tomorrow I have combination with you. I said, yeah. He just looked at me like that. Yeah.
One line about Mahi, your director.
Oh, such a sweetheart he is, and I think the kingmaker.
Kingmaker, yes. Your top 3 favorite actors in Tamil film industry and Telugu film industry?
Like Rajni sir, Kamal sir, and obviously I would say Vijay sir, and also I would have Ajit sir also. So it's not 3.
What a great lineup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also
what about Telugu?
Telugu, yeah, we like obviously Chiranjeevi Garu and Mahesh Babu Garu and
Off late, the younger
Allu Arjun, I really love his work. What a beautiful dancer he is. And Ram Charan, and like the kind of he takes it to the edge, and he's Indian cinema has taken it to a next level. So we are super proud.
What is it that you really like about Jagan Mohan Reddy as a person,
I mean, you've
I think
acted
he's-
his role, but
He's
what is
very humble and he's very down to earth, and I guess he reaches to the masses. And from the image what I have seen in when we was walking in the streets, I guess he's the darling of masses. So I think that's where we all
Yeah.
come from.
many actors have come into politics in Tamil Nadu, especially. I mean, in
Yeah.
other places also have come, but in Tamil Nadu, it's the largest.
Yeah,
And the number
yeah.
is more.
Number is more,
Like,
yeah.
you know, you have a Jayalalitha ma'am, you had Vijaykanth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have so many.
Yeah. Kamal
And
sir.
now
like-
Thalapathy Vijay
Yes,
has also
yes,
started
yes.
a party.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about all these actors getting into politics?
I think this is part of the tradition, I guess, like an actors becoming politicians, and the more reach is there, and I guess today our PM Modi sir, like he's so communicative to the people. I guess that's why, like that's the kind of medium which is been used in cinema, and that's what predominantly, not only in Tamil, not only in Telugu. So there's a lot of actors all over India. So when I went to the CCL cricket thing, so I see a lot of actors being politicians, MPs, MLAs. So I guess it's because they in a way they represent like people, community, and like so when you are representing your people, so I guess you that's part of a tradition, I guess.
So, can we see Jiiva one day in politics?
In Telugu or in Tamil?
Telugu is కష్టం.
Custom. So you know, no? So adhe
In
mai
Tamil.
Tamil romba custom.
ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். Why ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்?
Like Telugulo எப்படி கஷ்டமோ அதே மாதிரி தான் தமிழ்லயும் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். Me doing a role of CM and saying still you're doing custom means the same problem. I've not done a role of CM there also.
Okay.
So I would support the support a good cause. So today there is no politician or anything. So today in the beginning there used to be a lot of demigods. We see actors as demigods. But now you have a lot of other people who influence you into a lot of things.
Okay.
So I guess in today's world, that every person from every side. So that's actually a Game of Thrones only, which happens here right now.
Yes.
So, and I'm an entertainer, so I'm very happy to entertain, and I don't want to lose my peace.
We don't know. We never know what happens in future. You need to wait.
Yes.
Finally, one hypothetical question. What if Jiiva becomes the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu one day? What is it that you're going to do for the people of Tamil Nadu? I mean, what is it that you really want?
Like every good soul, what they want to do to the people, like what every great leaders who wanted to do for the people, that's what we would be inclined to do. So it's not that it's about the need.
At
So
that point of
yeah, and so I'm just being imaginable. So it's about the need, and I guess every household has to have happiness, and every household has to have the lifestyle where even a rich has the same lifestyle. So
Yeah.
so that's the kind of world we all want to live in. And I guess we would first educate people that food and education is something which is more important.
So you will do a Pramana Swikaram saying Jiiva ane nenu.
Probably I'll do a film like that, I guess.
Thank you so much, Jiiva.
Thank you,
Thanks
thank
a
you.
lot,
It was-
lovely.
thanks, ma'am.
And,
Thank you so much.
Wish you good luck. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Many more Telugu films we are expecting.
God's
from
grace,
you.
God's
You need
grace,
to
God's
do-
grace. And I would love to penetrate into people's heart and say the human story in all kinds of manner, emotionally, in a very happy manner, in feel good way. In every point of view, I wanna penetrate into like Telugu audience, because Telugu audience support great films. And today I'm here because the moment you said about Rangam. So Rangam was appreciated, though it was a Tamil film, and it was appreciated by Telugu film, and it did 100 days in theaters. So I would love to more entertain Telugu audience, and also combine it with Tamil audience, because we are all neighboring states. So
yes.
and do a lot of bilinguals, do a lot of straight films, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited to entertain
Thank you,
a
Jiiva.
more set of audience.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for inviting me for the show. And I'm so glad that I could share my views and experience. So thank you. And please check out Yatra too.
Jiiva, here is a gift hamper from Millet Bank.
Thank you so much.